Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, I hope all of you have a great day today. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is PUSPA FARINGGA SOFYAN. I'm from Senior High School Masbage, East Lombok Agency, West Nusa Tenggara Province. On this occasion, I will tell you a story from Sasak tribe with the title of CUPAK Gerantang. So yeah, just keep on watching. Once upon a time, there was a Dahabis kingdom that developed around 9th century and the The center of this kingdom was located in a West Band area, which is now called as Senaru village. The kingdom of Daha is led by a king known as Datu Daha. Datu Daha was accompanied by two powerful bodyguards. They were Patih Mangkubumi and Patih Mangkunegara. And Datu Daha also had a very beautiful daughter. Her daughter was named Dewi Skanitra. When Dewi Skanitra was a teenager, she wanted to play in the palace garden. For this reason, Skanitra asked for permission from her father. Then, Datu Daha allowed her to go, escorted by Patih Mangkubumi and Mangkunegara. Arriving at the palace garden, the princess felt immeasurable happiness. But suddenly, there was a large sound like an earthquake and a sound like thunder. Apparently, the sound was from a giant. The giant said, "Who are you?" And the bodyguards answered him, "We are the bodyguards, Patih Mangkubumi and Patih Mangkunegara, as protector of Dewi Skanitra, the only one daughter of Datu Daha." "I'm the greatest giant on this world. There is nobody can forbid to do what I want." The giant said angry as he looked at the beautiful Dewi Skanitra. "Then what do you want, ugly giant?" Patih Mangkubumi answered firmly. "It's a man like you, my child. I want Dewi Skanitra. I want to take her as my company in the cave." The giant replied proudly. After that, the giant was able to defeat the both of Daha's royal bodyguards because the giant body has a bad smell. Then the giant took the princess to the middle of the forest. After a long time ago, Patih Mangkubumi and Patih Mangkunegara returned to the kingdom of Daha to report what happened to them. Datu Daha was very angry and disappointed with the bodyguards. Then he gave orders angrily. The king promised that anyone who will bring his beloved home safely would get a half of the kingdom, and later replace King Daha to become king. Meanwhile, in the middle of the jungle, the young men were traveling, and one day the young men met in the middle of the forest. The two youths were CUPAK and Gerantang. "Hey, are you human or genie?" said CUPAK, pointing to Gerantang. "I'm a human being, and who are you?" asked Gerantang in a gentle voice. "I'm a wanderer who has no relatives." "Me too, brother, and what's your name?" "Just call me CUPAK, and who are you?" "Just call me Gerantang." "Then, where are you going and looking for, Gerantang?" "I don't have purpose. I just follow my footsteps." "Will you, if we establish a brotherhood?" "Alright, then from now on we are brother. I'm your old brother and you are young brother because I'm bigger than you," said CUPAK and Gerantang agreed with that. After that, CUPAK and Gerantang continues their journey to Daha Kingdom, where they meet Patih Mangkubumi and Patih Mangkunegara, who are looking for someone who dared to fight the giant. Then, the bodyguards ordered CUPAK and Gerantang to find Dewi Skanitra and give over. Hearing the offer, CUPAK was very empty and said that he was able to fight the giant who brought Dewi Skanitra. Arriving at the palace, CUPAK and Gerantang immediately brought to face Datu Daha. Then Datu Daha asked them, "Is it true that you dare to fight the giant who was kidnapped my daughter? Then Gerantang arrogantly replied, "Is it true, my king? I will kill the giant, but before we go to find the giant, I need to eat, so that I have the strength. Cook me a ton of rice, and I ask a sword to fight the giant." After that, from another horizon, an extremely large and booming voice sounded. Apparently, the sound was from a giant who was hiding the princess in an old well at the middle of the wilderness. Hearing such a loud sound, CUPAK ran scared. Seeing his brother was scared, Gerantang immediately fought the giant alone. The battle was fiercely, and finally the giant fell and fainted due to the power of Gerantang. Wow! Seeing such a favorable situation, CUPAK stepped forward and killed the unconscious giant with the sword which he brought from the King Daha kingdom. Then Gerantang shouted to tell CUPAK to get ready to leave and remove the princess by the rope he had provided. As seeing his young brother had met the princess, CUPAK had an evil intention to kill his brother. After the princess arrived at the top, CUPAK began to do his evil plan. CUPAK buried the well with stones with intention of making his brother die. After the well was buried with stone, CUPAK just left him while carrying the princess out of the wilderness to the kingdom of Daha Negara. After arriving at the palace, CUPAK was immediately met with Datu Daha to report that he was the one who has saved Dewi Sekanita from giant. Meanwhile, with God's power, Gerantang could get out of Stuffy Well. It is said that after leaving the well, Gerantang continued his journey to the Daha kingdom. And one day, the kingdom of Daha held a massive party. Datu Daha was going to marry Dewi Sekanita to Raden CUPAK, and there would be a match of presents to test strength. Seeing Gerantang was present, CUPAK was scared. But finally, CUPAK had to fight Gerantang because he didn't want to be embarrassed in front of everyone and because he was the one who challenged him first. There was fierce battle, and within a few moments, Gerantang was defeated. His old brother. Seeing Gerantang, Dewi Sekanita immediately shouted, saying, "This is my couple!" And Dewi Sekanita told everyone that the one who saved her was Gerantang, not Raden CUPAK. Gerantang immediately appointed a successor of king in the kingdom of Daha kingdom and married with Dewi Sekanita. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that's enough from me. Thank you for your kind attention. But before that, the moral values of the story are that evil will definitely be defeated by good, and routine and greed will only produce something bad for life of person who does it. Thank you for your kind attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.